In just a few hours, Scotland's 5 million people vote in a referendum on independence. Polls can't yet predict the outcome because it's too close to call. CCTV's Richard Bestic has more on the so-called Edinburgh Agreement.
On Edinburgh's famous Royal Mile, they make much of Scotland's rich traditions. Among the traders, John Thorburn, who's been making cash from kilts for the last 15 years. Perhaps surprising then, he sees no future in an independent Scotland.
I think leaving the Union will be very bad for business. I think there's prosperity and opportunities in a greater entity.
Others want to take back the powers they believe Scotland reluctantly lost with the Act of Union 300 years ago.
I think it's more important that decisions affecting the people of Scotland are taken here in the centre of Scotland.
Those divide of opinions date right back to the 2nd century, when the Romans built Hadrian's Wall here to keep out the marauding Scots. And to this day, the Scots are celebrating the victory of Robert the Bruce over the English at the Battle of Bannockburn 700 years ago. But the English crown fell to Scotland's King James when the Virgin Queen, Elizabeth I, died without a direct heir. 100 years later, in 1707, the arrangement was formalised and the United Kingdom came into being.
It could now unravel thanks to Thursday's government-backed referendum. So concerned are the three main leaders of the British Parliament that they've come together and signed what they call a vow, promising extensive new powers to Scotland if they only vote no to independence.
On the Royal Mile, for some at least, it was the promise of Project Panic.
No, I don't believe it. We're talking about the three serpents that come north of the wall, have we?
Don't think anybody up here believes anything they tell us. Absolutely nothing.
I wouldn't believe any of this for a moment.
And while the clock ticks away the hours to decision time, the outcome is blowing in the wind. Richard Bestic, CCTV, Edinburgh, Scotland.